Hi guys, and welcome back
to the Fishing Diaries.
And in today's video we're talking about accessibility to certain fishing marks for people with physical disabilities. So we're going to start from the south coast and then jump onto the north coast, and I hope this video is the kind of information that you need and to help you get fishing again. Right guys, we're starting on the south coast to start this video off. First destination spot is Mousehole, a little village of Mousehole. Now, if I zoom in here, you have two piers, left and right, both got parking accessibility. A good little place to, if you want to go float fishing. I wouldn't advise bottom fishing here, as you can tell the ground is very kelpy and rocky, but you can have mackerel from here on the float, pollock, and occasionally the odd bass. Lovely little spot. The only downside with these piers though is that they are built very cobbly, so obviously wheelchair access, it is possible and it can be done, but obviously with a little bit of effort. Also can be crowded here in the summertime, and parking, I would say turn up early to get a spot, because it can get very crowded very quickly and all spots taken up. But yeah, that's Mousehole guys. We'll go on to the next one. Right guys, next location is Newlyn Harbour. Now this is a little spot near Penzance. Now we'll start off with the right side of the pier. This pier is inaccessible as it's for the commercial fishermen. You used to be able to fish it years ago, but they stopped all that now. And the same with the pontoons. But the pier that I'm referring to is this one here. Now you got parking in around this area here. It can be very hard to get parking here though. But basically, you got a whole string up from here. You can fish all the way up. Many a spots to fish. As I say, there's a lot of people who don't fish here anyway. Now, you can feather from here. You can bottom fish. You can float fish with species ranging from wrasse to bass, flatties, dogs, pollock, all sorts. A brilliant little location. But the rules have changed with Newlyn Pier. You now have to have a license, which is £10 a year, so nice and cheap. But like I say, it's very disabled friendly and a great fishing spot. But right, we'll move on to the next spot.
Right guys, this is the third location on the south side of Cornwall, and it's got Penzance promenade. And basically we'll start with the parking, and the parking is very easy, very accessible. You can see if I zoom in, you got all the cars here, and yeah, very easy. In the summer it might get a bit packed, but yeah, big good. Basically, we move on to the fishing now on this side. On the Penzance promenade itself, very disabled friendly, and you've got railings all along the side, right on the front here. And basically, the fish you get is basically you get wrasse, pollock, you get mackerel in the summer, you get flatties and bass off there, and you can float fish and bottom fish. So it's quite easy, very easy. Yeah, very easy spot to get to. Now, if I take you down to this bit down here, it's a little tackle shop. It's called West Cornwall Angling. It's run by a bloke called Gary. Very decent bloke. And you can go in there and get all your baits, and he'll run through all the local knowledge for you. And basically, yeah, he'll tell you all about it and what baits and what stuff to go with. Anyway, we'll move on to the next location now. Right guys, this is the fourth location of Cornwall. It's the south side of Cornwall, and there's the Penzance Harbour. And it's very disabled friendly on this spot. Anyway, I'll pass you over to Chris for more detail.
So right guys, we'll start with parking on this one. We have got Wolfside Harbour Long Stay Car Park. Prices aren't too bad for this one. And if you follow this route up from after parking up, this route leads all the way safely to the pier. And as soon as you get to the waterside meadery, you follow the pier up and you go to the end. Now, this pier has been in a couple of our videos, hasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, yeah.
You'll see Chris has had a doggy in this. I've had a few white in. All sorts come from here. There's been known as cod coming from here. To little pollock, white in, bass, all sorts. But mackerel in with the feathers in the summer is amazing there when they come in. Now, the only thing you really need to be careful of down here in the summer is, one, it can get overcrowded. But if you look, you got this whole length of the pier to fish at. And also at this section here is where the Solonian parks, and when that's in, you've got to leave the pier. It only takes them about 40 minutes to offload and get everybody off and park up properly. But after that, you are allowed back onto the pier. But for disabled access, it is amazing and it's very easy. And like I said, it's great fishing there. We've always found it better with baits, but again, preference. And to help you guys out, if it's any good, if you see here, there's a shop called Mermaid Pleasure Trips Penzance. Now, this is a little tackle shop here. And in this they have baits and a small selection of gear as well that they can help you with to start your day with if you're on the pier. So yeah, there's that spot. And if you come in to back to Wolfside car park, now if you follow this along again, and as soon as you get to the lifeboat cafe and turn in just here, and you'll see this little platform. Now, in here, it is amazing for mullet in the summer. So if you want to do mullet fishing, another easy access spot. And there's also a little slip here, just past the coggles. And yeah, it's a good little spot. So anyway, we'll go on to the next location now.
Right, guys, this is the 5th location on the south side of Cornwall, and it's Porthleven harbour. And it's about moderate disabled access on this one, and it's a very interesting one. Anyway, I'll pass you on to Chris for more detail.
So guys, parking here is a bit funny because it will be quite away from where you are, from where you're going to fish to, but you've got parking here at the back of Porthleven supermarket. It's called Ketto's Field Car Park. Now, I'm not too sure if that's a paid displayed now, but last time I checked it was free. So basically you then work your way from the car park to here, straight down, and you follow the road all the way out to the pier. Now you've got these 2 points here with cannons on them. Now you can fish from here with a float. I wouldn't bottom fish as it's very snaggy ground, but you can float fish from there. Also, you can go out to the pier. Now from this point here, from the pier, you can fish. Okay, it's very easy to get to, but when you get onto the pier itself, it becomes quite bumpy. And also with this pier comes obviously safety. Don't fish it in much swell, as waves are crazy here when surf's running and the swell's running. So only on calm conditions for that one. But personally, I would advise fishing about here, but the fish is never really great in here, to be honest. I know you can get little congers down off the wall here. Pollock and mackerel can come in, but it's not one of the greatest spots, but it is a lovely location and somewhere to fish. So anyways, on to the next location.
Right, guys, this is the 6th location on the south side of Cornwall. Is Mullion harbour, and is easy access for disabled. Anyway, we'll pass you on to Chris for more information.
Right guys, so if we start with parking on this, as it's not great, you do have a car park here. It is a bit of a trek from going down, but if you're lucky on the day, you can get away with 1 or 2 parking spaces close down. But if we take you to the pier itself, so as you can see, once you're down into the little village, you can go right across and then right out onto the tip there, look. Now, with this location, again, only fish it when it's safe. If I just show you what it looks like. So there you go. Very, very easy access to the end, very smooth. And you can fish right off the end there where it's dropped pin. And you can have things here like conger, pollock, maybe the odd bass. But I would say float fish, and if you know what you're doing with running ledgers and stuff, you can go there on the bottom ish. You will be prepared to lose a bit of gear if you are on the bottom. But yeah, that's another location for you, and we'll move on to the next.
Right, guys, this is the 7th location, still in the south, and it's Porthkerris. Anyway, I'll pass you on to Chris for more information.
Right guys, so this one's a little bit more of a challenging spot. It is doable. It's better if you go with somebody on this. So you come down into Porthkerris, and you see where it says Porthkerris Divers there. That's like basically a little office. You pay for parking, but with this location, it's a private area. so you also pay for fishing. So it's £2 per person for fishing, and it's £3 for parking, and that's all day. Also, you can camp at this location. You'd have to inquire in the office for the camping prices, but it's still really cheap. And yes, you can camp there overnight, have a cook and a fish. It's brilliant. So you follow the path after you've paid all the way up here. There's an old quarry, you see. So you've got one parking spot there, and you can keep driving up, and you can park in here as well. And if you keep going up again, you can park here as well. But where you want to be parking is near the top, really. And that would be here. You can see the car there already. So you park next to that. And after that, I'll do a line in a minute. It goes down a path, steep path, to this platform thing here. Now, you can't really see the platform. I will try and find a picture to add to this. But it's a little platform you can go on when the tide comes in. Again, you can have wrasse, mackerel. There have been sea trout caught here before, but obviously you need a license to target those. And if you do catch one, it is catch and release, as they're a protected species. But mackerel here on feathers is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just watch for snags. And like I said, it's more of a challenging spot, but it can be done, especially if you're with somebody. So yeah, we'll move on to the next spot.
Right guys, this is the 8th location. We're still on the south side of Cornwall, and it's Falmouth Harbour. And the disabled access is very easy on this one, but I'll start with the right side. And the parking, we'll start with that. I mean, it's very easy. If I just zoom in here for you, look. So basically, yeah, you park right next to here, all in these car parks. It's a pay and display car park, and it's right next to Trago Mills. They do tackle in there as well, so it helps you. But if I zoom in, there you go. So basically, you fish right on the edge, all these railings here, and you get mixed range of species, ranging from garfish, mackerel, dogs. You get pouting in there as well, many more as well. But if I zoom out for you, let's get rid of this. Anyway, we'll zoom out. If we go over to here, wherever I've been, actually, me and both of us has been fishing on here. I'll show you a little video. If you click on the right hand side, it should pop up on the top right hand corner for you. If I zoom in here, there we go. So basically, this is the other pier, and it's exactly the same species on this one, exactly the same parking. There's a car park just not long over there as well. But basically, the disabled access is so easy. It's all smooth ground. You just go straight up, right to the top, and cast out. You got bottoming, you got float fishing as well. Very easy. And yeah, we'll go to the next location. Right guys, we're on the 9th location, and we're in the north of Cornwall, at St Ives. Anyway, if I zoom in here for you, this is the pier. And we'll start with the parking on this one. Basically, you just drive straight around, and you can drive straight onto the pier. Very easy, and you're straight on. Only for wheelchair access, it's a bit cobbly on this, all the way down to the bottom here, but it's very easy. You can get down there. It's ideal for float, bottoming, and spinning. In the summer, it does get a bit packed, but you can make your way around anyway. Anyway, for the species, you've got whiting, you've got dogs, got flatties off there, and bass, and many more. Yeah. And also, if you want to see our first person view, if you click to the right top of our on the screen here, we did a video on our pier for you, and a lot of whiting. We did several ones, so if you click up there, you can see that. Anyway, we'll move on to the next location.
So then guys, as Chris said about St Ives, it's a brilliant fishing spot. Very, good access down there, very easy. But if you need to get bait or any tackle beforehand, there's a shop in Hale called Angler's Den, and I must say we get majority of our baits there, and the baits are quality. The worms always lovely, juicy and big. Mixed range of baits in there. But yeah, check out Angler's Den. Great shop, great tackle, and great bait. Guys, this is our 10th location, now on the north side. This is Newquay, and this is Newquay Harbour here. Now, this pier here you can't actually really get out on because there's a lot of boat gear and stuff like that. But this pier here can be accessed easily enough. There's general parking in the general area. All over, as you can see. There's one there you can park to next to the pub. I think you can park on the pier. I'm not too sure, don't mark me on that. But again, this is a good spot. I've already fished this a couple of times. You know, you can get mackerel, bass, flatties off here. Occasional gar if they're in. But another good easy spot. And yeah. Right guys, that's the end of the video. We hope this was very helpful to you.
Yes, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, hit the little bell with notification to get notified as well to make more videos.
So yeah, we will be doing a part 2 to this for further up the coast. This is just for the bottom part of the coast for the minute. This is the area we generally fish and we know most about. We're going to do some research on the second top part of the coast and then do a video for you on that. So, but that's us, the Fishing Diaries. Cheers and gone.
Cheers and gone.